Ideally, this entire performance would take place within my boisterous and untamed man bush. I would that I could invite you all there, and together we could commune in the safety of its cushiony and fragrant glory. But alas, that arena only seats one, and that seat is permanently reserved for my beautiful and talented bride, Megan Mullally. I concur. Which brings us to my first point, my main point of the evening. It's time to talk about the love rug. Now, if you've brought children with you, this would be a good time to cover their ears. And also, what the fuck is wrong with you? You think because I'm in the Lego movie, I'm not gonna talk about eating ass? And other favorite adult comedy themes? It's called Full Bush. I'm sorry I snapped at you. I just get really riled up when I talk about this topic, which I do with great regularity to my friends. And they always say, well, you know, Nick, you gotta trim the hedges to make the house look bigger. And I wanna call bullshit on that. Right here, right now, tonight, I wanna call bullshit on that kind of thinking. Especially for our young people who are given all this pressure that you need to worry about the size and shape and appearance of your love tackle. It caused me no end of distress when I was finding my way on the path of amour. As a young man, all of this social messaging and pressures, well, you better have a sure. You better know what to do, and how could you? And we all have much different equipment. Everyone is unique as a snowflake or a Republican. Either way, we all have love bits. And they're all unique. And I just wish somebody had told me when I was that age, it doesn't matter what they look like. Let's just say hypothetically that you have an abnormally squat penis. It's short, it's wide, it's terrifyingly wide. It's like a can of nuts. Hypothetically, you're gonna take a lot of umbrage in the locker room. But if someone would just say, you know what, it doesn't matter. Talk to your partner. You both have human bodies. There are a lot of ways to make each other squirt. We still probably haven't figured out all the ways. Find a key corner of your coffee can and work on some rubbing and some gyrating techniques. One of those. Doesn't matter what kind of danglers you have or not. Just talk to each other, like, hey, do you like this? Let's have fun. I want to make you feel good. Figure it out. You're friends. You're trying to give each other pleasure. Girls, mainly, for me, it was mostly girls, would say to me, shh, don't talk. You'll ruin it. I'm like, all right. I'll just keep fumbling around. I was just gonna say, if you could show me which one is the clitoris, I read, but no, that's. Yeah? You like that? I think I'm gonna get a cramp, but. Help each other. Give guidance. Navigate. Sorry, that's a total digression. We were talking about the bush. We've come to this place where you all, I'm sure, have heard of people who trim this beautiful region into bullshit topiary shapes, bunnies and hearts and whatnot. That's just the tip of the iceberg. There are fools who actually, I'm told, shave this area of the body with a sharpened razor. What? Why? Why would you do that? Honey, I purchased you a house. I've torn all the siding off. I hope you like it. Had some beautiful trees. I cut those down. It's just fucking dirt. Enjoy. But that's nothing. I'm sure you've heard of, or perhaps even indulged in, what is known as waxing. If you're not familiar, let me tell you what waxing entails. Waxing is when sick fucks pay torture experts exorbitant amounts of money to lay gauze on the Fertile Crescent, pour hot boiling wax onto the gauze so that when it cools, it grips the hairs on your tender baby-like pudenda and rips those hairs, follicle and all, from the softest niblets on your body. What the fuck have we become? And that's still not the end of it. I've heard of criminals who vandalize this region by shaving slogans across it. Make America great again. Fly that W. But the one that makes me so mad, the one that really fuels my ire, is the word heaven with an arrow pointing downward. Now, I don't know if you go to church or where you come down on all that kind of stuff, but I think that is really offensive to the genitalia. Let me back up. I'm sorry. Heaven, if you're not familiar, all right. A couple thousand years ago, this collection of stories came out. They're like a Lord of the Rings thing, but they're longer, if you can imagine. And they're totally good parts, but they're very long. It's like when you're reading the Silmarillion and you're like, man, this is not the fucking Hobbit anymore. Jesus, come, somebody kill a Balrog. But there are really cool parts. There's magic stuff. There's like supernatural, things happen, and there's like incantations, and you're supposed to read it all in a row and like follow the incantations. And if you do it right, ostensibly, in the context of the stories, you get to go to this location called heaven. And it's supernatural. It's somewhere up from here. So you can't get there like with a ladder or by jumping. You have to say the words in the book. And so if you do that and you get there, the thing about heaven is it's super fucking chill. White and clean and sanitary, but beautiful. Some interpretations have everything being made of clouds, which again, like if a couch is made of clouds, that's what, fog? And so how do you sit on fog? The reviews are mixed on these stories. Also, your dead relatives are there, we're told. And is that awesome? I can think of one, like... Anyway, what I'm driving toward is none of these are characteristics that I want in any way associated with my balls. The region of the body housing the beef pistol and Venus's honeypot the Three Amigos and the Meat Clutch. You have your choice of Mjolnir or Glamdring. And the Giggle Tube. That region does not want to be nice. On the contrary, it wants to be fucking nasty. When you drop trow in front of your prospective lover, they want to encounter a musk so substantial that they can see tendrils of scent snaking across the room towards them. They want to comprehend a stank so funky that they can taste it as they stagger to a seated position, stricken with desire. That's what this is for. You want to maintain it just this side of cultivating fungus. This is your full bush freak flag flying above the sexy niblets by which we're all made. You don't want to diminish it. You don't want to trim it. You want to nourish it. You want to flaunt that shit. You want to peacock it. You want to lead with it. The rest of your body is just bait. Mother Nature has given you this bait to attract the eye, and people follow the spiral into the dream catcher. In design circles, it's called your focal point.